Hello, my name is Ryan Scott, and my country is Italy. Let's get started. About Italy and its history. The Italian peninsula was referred to as Italy by the Romans. It is in South Central Europe, and Italy is composed of many different cultures such as Romans, Greeks, Jews, and Mediterranean people, and it continues to be diverse to this day. The official language is Italian, containing many different dialects across the region, and most Italians are Roman Catholic. For education, as more people get better education, Italy's literacy rate significantly improves. The literacy rate in 2021 reached to about 99.9%, and with such a good literacy rate, um, it does not affect any food or anything like that. Um, yeah, and then for geography and its effect on food. Geography factors such as climate affect the types of food and plants that grow in Italy. Some plants, like olive trees, grow better in warm weather. Olive trees do not grow well in the northern areas where it's cold. Climate change and pollution are also big factors that affect food production in Italy. All right, for health beliefs. In Italy, pain is greatly feared since it is viewed as evil, unnatural, and deprivation. It is openly discussed, and many Italians use alternate therapies such as homeopathic traditional cures. Oh, homeopathic medicine, my bad. Homeopathic medicine and massage and acupuncture. Traditional cures are often used, like, um, for instance, like lemon for colds and flus, or like garlic for high blood pressure, or herbal teach for uh, um, stomach aches and like that. All right, for communication, Italian is the official language of Italy, but there are also hundreds of different dialects. Greeting family and friends, it consists of hugging and a kiss while shaking hands with strangers. It is important to greet elderly first by formally addressing their names of titles. Italians tend to be highly aggressive of joy, sadness, and grief. Conversation among family are loud and passionate. This is normal in an Italian family. All right, for Italian food. Common Italian food consists of pasta, pizza, seafood, vegetables, fresh cheeses, risotto, bread, wine, cappuccino, and soup. All right, and for meal patterns, a typical Italian diet consists of 3 meals in a day. A typical traditional Italian meal begins with antipasto as a starter, followed by a primo, uh, which is pasta, risotto, or like some sort of pasta, and then follow that by a secondo, which is a meat or a fish, and then follow that by a cortono, which is cooked vegetables or salad, and then after that it's followed by a dessert, um, just any dessert, which is this is a lot of it's a lot of meals for, or it's a lot of meals just for one meal. Um, However, this isn't accomplished on an ordinary day, as this would be very hard to do every single day for every meal. So this is only for just traditional meals. All right. For meal preparation, most common techniques in Italian cooking are boiling or simmering. Food cooked in hot water. Um, Examples include pastas, rice, vegetables, and even tough, flavorful cuts of meat. Other preparation methods consist of pan frying, braising, grilling, and pan roasting. All right. Traditional foods and for special occasions. Traditional foods for special occasions in Italy consist of homemade gnocchi, pepperodelle, and seafood. Salmon with wine sauce, veal scallopini. Sorry, these are Italian words I can't pronounce. Pizza margarette, tiramisu, risotto, lobster, stuffed bell peppers, pasta, many things like that. And Italians have a wide variety of food for these special occasions, as they don't have certain foods for like a holiday, or they just cook whatever they want. All right, for preservation, uh, sartorio is a way many Italians use for preservation. Usually preserving like vegetables, um, fully cooked vegetables, or anything like fully cooked. All right, for dining etiquette. According to Italian etiquette, you should leave a very tiny amount of food or no food on your plate. Leaving food on the plate is considered rude in Italy. Italy has, in fact, developed a culture that places high value on food and eating. It is improper to put one's hands on one. It's improper to put hands on one's lap, or stretch one's arm, or stretch one's arms at the table. It's like America's etiquette. Um, Also, like resting your elbows on the table. Um, Also, like don't leave the table unless you've been excused or everyone's done eating. Just common etiquette that they would have here in America too. All right, and for food health, Italian food uses fresh, natural ingredients and the healthiest of fats, which explains why most Italians are healthy. They also use ingredients such as fish, vegetable, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, and less red meat consumption that has an enormous impact on your well-being. This leads to a greater this leads to greater health benefits for Italians, as many Italians are just skinny and just really healthy. All right, next slide. Food habits and health. While Italians are considered one of the healthiest people in the world, they do have some major health concerns. Cardiovascular disease is very prevalent due to all the smoking they have going on around there. And as Italians as a culture, they do smoke cigarettes still. Some other health concerns consist of diabetes, chronic obstruction, pulmonary disease, asthma, osteoporosis, and arthritis. Italians normally eat well with all the fresh ingredients they eat, but diabetes is also prevalent for people who don't eat who don't eat these fresh ingredients and lack exercise. All right, food relation to health and disease. Italians, for the majority, are pretty healthy due to the fresh and healthy ingredients when used for cooking. Italians also use a lot of vegetables that are very healthy, uh, and they eat a lot of cooked vegetables, like over the pan. Most of the health concerns in Italy aren't from food, but actually from the cigarettes causing cardiovascular problems. All right. Acceptable food habits. Eating fresh ingredients is widely encouraged, as I said before, and accepted across the Italian culture as should be across the world. Like, we should eat fresh ingredients here in America, but we don't. um, Italians also eat and encourage a lot of vegetables, which is good for vitamins and overall health. Also, Italians are really good at exercise. They prioritize that. Okay. So for acceptable food habits that should change, Foods such as pasta and pizza are widely encouraged in the Italian culture, in which should be modified less to have less, in my opinion, because those are carbohydrate heavy, and they should be limited in consumption. High carbohydrate diets could lead to some health problems, such as high levels of blood sugar, weight gain, uh, and increased heart disease, and also diabetes. Other foods such as wine and cappuccino are widely accepted too, and should be limited to decrease also other health risks. Like you don't want to be drinking wine all the time because obviously not good for you, and the sugar in the cappuccino. Um, Food habits changing when coming to the United States. Upon arrival in the United States, immigrants had a lower consumption of meat and a higher consumption of fruits and vegetables. Like like right away, they still consumed good food. But however, after 5 years in the country, immigrants' food habits converged towards a less healthy American diet. Over the time, immigrants adopt the American uh, diet as they settle in here and adopt our life styles. This shows that it's very hard for the common American to stay consistent on a healthy diet as we encourage healthy things here, and we also don't encourage exercise as we should, in my opinion.